Hello, everyone, and welcome back to In Tune, the podcast where you will be getting in tune with me, which also means you could be getting in tune with you. First off, I want to thank everybody who watched and commented and shared my intro video. You guys are awesome, amazingness, awesome sauceness, all that good stuff. Second of all, I went to a networking event, I think about a week ago or so, and I found a private investigator. So, I went to a networking event mainly to get TL Beauty Styles back on its feet, for one. For two, just trying to get In Tune going, get us some more publicity and things like that. Let people know that In Tune is here. And I swear it was like God sent is what the religious people will call it. Destiny, fate, all that good stuff for all my other peoples of beliefs. That's what it was. A private investigator. And she introduced herself. She was like, hey, I'm formerly a private investigator, but now she has a business doing insurance and things like that, which I will still need for my TL Beauty Styles. But I found a private investigator. The tea that I got from this lady, the tea. Oh, you guys. So I didn't know exactly like how far this thing was gonna go. I didn't know how much it was gonna cost, if it was gonna cost anything, things like that. But we spoke a little bit on the phone, told her a little bit of my rundown and things like that. A lot of what was said in the intro video, a little more, meat and potatoes when it comes to the Waco siege, when it comes to the possibility of mental illness in my family, the possible fathers, presumed, assumed, all like anything I could think of, anything that I could possibly think of, I told this lady. And she uncovered, first off, condolences to me, condolences to my sister in California. We actually lost our birth mother. We lost our birth mother literally. I don't know the date yet. I haven't gotten the death certificate, but to the month of April 2021, so 3 years as of a few days ago, we lost her. This hit me so like it was slow and steady. First it was, oh man, I kind of assumed that that's what would have been the case for this situation. But like I also still had small hopes, that I would have a person to be able to reach out to in my adult age and get some answers for certain questions, but no, she's passed. How she's passed, I don't know. Hopefully I'll have the tea for you guys the next episode. But she passed at I think she was in her mid to late 70s, I believe. I don't know if she was by herself. I don't know if she was married. I don't know much concrete information. And it's really like, as much as I got this one answer and I'm like, okay, on that behalf, I can at least, close that book of, okay, should I continue looking for this person? It's like, no, she's gone back to the creator, whoever, anybody believes in. That's that. So I'm like, at this point, I just want to go pay my respects, you know, put a bouquet on her site, wherever that's at. Um, I don't know. I just, on that behalf, on her life, it is what it is. I mean, unfortunately, there's nothing else I can really do about that. But, you guys, this lady, this private investigator told me Miss Nellie Johnson has other kids. Has other kids. Y'all aren't hearing me. So all this time that I'm thinking it's just me and my sister Amanda out here trying to figure things out, there are other people. So, I get the written report back, you know, the report that she could give. I'm still trying to get my possible birth dad's phone number. I'm still trying to get the death certificate for Nellie, things like that. So it's not like complete. We're trying to squeeze as much information as we can get, you know, with our resources. But she has other children. And I got phone numbers for 2 Johnson men. I got phone number for somebody. I can't, you know, go all into names and things like that because I don't know these people like that just yet. That, and the one name that I did was able to reach out to maybe a possible sister. She was aggressive. Like, dude, chill. You know, like, she was aggressive. I called pretty much hat in hand. Like, I don't want nothing from you. I don't need nothing from you. I just want knowledge. Like, I just want information. And I was met with almost the telephone equivalent to a slam door in the face. This, needless to say, pissed me off. I called, and this is how the conversation went. I called and I was like, well, okay, first of all, I called and there was no answer. It went straight to voicemail. But all the other phone numbers I called apparently weren't even good phone numbers. So the fact that it went to voicemail, I was like, okay, cool. Maybe I can get a call back. At least this phone number works, you know? I called, went to voicemail, and I'm like, okay, I'm looking for a blah, blah, blah Johnson. This is related to inquired information for Nellie Johnson. If you can reach me back, my name is Cordelia Ngasa. I just want to get some information, you know. Reach me back at 83. I couldn't finish the phone number. She picked up. Hello? Who is this? And I'm like, hey, my name is Corey Ngasa. I just was looking for some information. What does this pertain to? Who are you looking for? I'm looking for a blank Johnson. What does this pertain to? This is pertaining to possible information for Nellie Johnson. I believe that you or this blank Johnson person might be a relative of mine, and I'm trying to get some answers for things, you know. My original name was Cordelia Johnson. I was adopted, and I'm just trying to see where, you know, some family is. She stopped me. She said, what did she say? She said, I can tell you right now that you don't have any family here. And like kind of scoffed with it, like, you don't have family here. Like, Look, there was a small inkling in me. The way my blood pressure rose, I got pissed. Because why do you have to be rude like that? Why do you have to be rude like that, for one? And then for two, she never identified herself. I was just like, hey, I'm looking for a blank Johnson. And she's just like, pretty almost equivalent to like, don't worry about that. Tried to ask who she was. She wouldn't identify herself. And I'm like, okay, people's rights, I get it, but I'm not coming in with hostile energy, So I'm like, okay. She hangs up on me. And I'm sitting here now thinking, like, who the hell was that? First of all. Second of all, you obviously know something as to why you're getting defensive, What did Nelly do to you? What did I do to you? You must know more about me than I know about you as to why you're getting defensive like this, So that was that. Poured myself a little, sugary whiskey to wash that anger down. And all that was met with was visiting the drawing board, O scenarios. So, I'm about to take you to my drawing board to show you where my brain went. Alright guys, welcome to my drawing board. It's empty right now, but let's go. So, first of all, I'm realizing that there was, Johnson male, right? Y'all seen this? Let me see. Yeah. There was a Johnson male. Now, the Johnson male apparently was married to Nelly, right? Nelly Johnson. So, in this realization that there are other kids, and then there's other kids with the last name of also Johnson who are listed as relatives, right? So, relatives. Johnson kids. We got it? Keep in mind, my sister and I are both also last named legally Johnson, yet we're not listed as relatives. We're also adopted. Meanwhile, these ones are not. So I get to thinking that, and I have presumed father and assumed father, both with last names who are not Johnson, right? So where does that lead me to? You're wondering where this had led me to now? I am adopted because I am black. This is what this has led me to. Not only am I'm adopted because I'm black, I'm adopted because I'm a love child. Look, there is the presumed and assumed. Presumed and assumed fathers, and they are both black men. Right? Also, from the sounds of things, I'm believing that the Johnsons that have been uncovered are white. And I just had a small conversation, I'll add it in screenshots here in a second. Small conversation with my private detective who confirmed for me that yes, a lot of the Johnsons that she found were white. Therefore, from the looks of things, Nelly Johnson slept with a black man, had 2 children. So now I'm wondering, did she sleep with this black man, or was she in love with him? Was this actually her love? because all of the memories that I have of her were of love, first of all. And I was never associated with any other Johnsons other than Sabrina Johnson, who is my biological sister. With that being said, I am thoroughly convinced that our mom had an affair or a relationship that was not allowed with a black man while she was married to a white man. That, and she was state skipping. She went from Texas to California to Colorado, and from the sounds of it, died in Colorado. Why would you be state skipping like that? You know? They like to mention that she state skipped because of the fact that she was like a gypsy. They say she couldn't stay in one place. But what if she did not love the man that she was married to? What if it was an abusive relationship and that's why she had to keep skipping town? What if? What else? Keep in mind, this is all speculation. This is kind of what happens with adopted children when we find out information, but it doesn't really lead to any other solid information. We get to the drawing board and we get to making things up. Our imaginations are quite colorful. So I'm like, at this point, I need somebody to come out of the woodworks and tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, cool beans, give me the information. But if I'm right, everything has led to me thinking like this. But me thinking like this. Look. So y'all see this. Tell me I am not crazy. Because also, Nellie Johnson died. I don't know if she had her license before she died or the license was revoked at some point. I don't know. But she had an active license practicing as a nurse. Now, I don't know how things went back in the day, but I don't think that somebody who was successfully practicing as a nurse would be dealing with schizophrenia as terribly as they claim that she was dealing with schizophrenia. So, this close family that I have, my sister and my husband, we also scripted up something else. We were born in the 90s. We were born in the 90s as mixed race kids shortly after the fact that mixed race marriages had just became a thing. They were just becoming accepted, you know? So what if the white Johnsons were racist and were upset with the fact that Nellie Johnson was having these children with a black man? What if they scripted the fact that she was schizophrenic as an excuse to adopt off the love children? Look, tell me if I'm wrong. You guys tell me if I'm reaching. Tell me if I'm reaching, okay? About to leave the drawing board. All right, homies, back to reality. So I'm pretty sure you guys can understand as to how I came down to my speculation. I'm waiting to find somebody who knew Nellie in life, to give me more solid, concrete information on who she was as a person. I'm waiting for information on my possible father. How did they get to know each other? Like, how did they meet? Are you my dad? Do you know about other men? Did you know she was married? You know, things like that. Being adopted, being in a closed adoption, leaves one with so many questions. And you can literally give us a bone and we will make a meal out of that bone, you know? Give us a little bone of information and we will we will pick that bone apart and try to find answers in it. Most adopted people are so curious for answers. Like the way we will dissect the smallest morsel to find the molecules with the answers in it. Like, it's real. But this is the information that I got from my private investigator, and this is what I'm left with, and this is how I'm feeling. I don't know. My husband is, he's a very smart man, okay? He has a master's degree, works for Chevron, you know, all that good stuff. And even he had to sit on the speculations my sister and I came up with, and it made sense to even him that this could be what it is, you know? He said I might be reaching when it comes to Nellie running away from a possible abusive husband. That could be, you know, a little bit reaching. But the possibility of her not even being schizophrenic, or them using her mental illness, possible mental illness, as an excuse to adopt off her love children, you know? That all seems real. That all seems very likely, especially with the phone call I made to this anonymous Johnson lady. She was aggressive, she was rude, and she dismissed me. And I'm pretty sure we could probably give each other kidneys at this point, you know, that we're related. But because I have a little melanin in my skin, she says it's a no-go. I have no family there. Y'all, that could open up a whole nother Pandora's box of history with feeling inadequate within the mixed people community, feeling not enough for either side, not white enough for this side, or that, not black enough for the other side. Like, and then with me being raised up in an Afro-Latino family, I wasn't raised black. I wasn't raised Black American. I just want to put that out there. I had to learn, am still learning what it means to be Black American, you know? And so people will look at me and they're like, especially, you know, I have my hair all done up and stuff. Like, oh yeah, that's clearly a black girl or whatever. And they'll expect me to understand certain things. And I really, some things I'd be clueless. But I'm trying, I'm learning, I'm trying. Because it's not that I'm not black, I just don't, you know, I'm still figuring the thing out. I love my people, you know? That side, at least, black people of the diaspora, I don't know if my husband is African, melanated people have been the only people who have thoroughly accepted me. All white people, for the most part, have looked at me and dismissed me. Keep in mind, I don't know who my dad is. I don't know. I have a name, I don't have a face, you know? I know who my mom was. If you can show me her photo, I would recognize her. But because of my melanin, even the system has supported these daggone people, and even in the list of relatives, I am not there. I don't even know how to wrap this episode up. Oh my gosh. Like, okay. I just wanted to give y'all some dirt, you know? Let y'all see what's going on in this Ngasa household. This is what's going on. And honestly, I wasn't even expecting this to be an episode. Like, this was not planned. I just asked a friend last night, hey, what should I talk about? And this, in his opinion, was a perfect topic. It's like I said, still working on myself, right? I gotta get in tune with me before I get in tune with you. But, well, that's our episode. I really hope that I have more solid details to share with you guys next week. I hope some of this speculation gets clarified, you know. I just hope to close this chapter of finding out about my adoption and its process and family history. Like, I'm just hoping to end this curiosity in a healthy manner so that I can continue doing great things, you know? Yeah. But anyways, that was that. I hope you guys enjoyed this full of tea, full of drama, full of extra episode. And I will see y'all next time. Hopefully I'll have more educated things to talk about. Peace up, A-Town down. You know how we do. Adios, muchachichos.